Okay, we gonna wait. Can you hear me? Whoever the one person is, let me see. 'Cause y'all be scared. Let me make sure the sound is working. Cause we gonna have some fun today. Melissa, can you hear me? Cause we gonna have some fun. You can. We gonna have some fun today. We gonna play Would You Rather. Would you rather this or would you rather that? That's what we gonna play. Hey Karen. So I don't know if all of you watched oh okay. I thought you said I can't hear you. I was gonna say you can't hear me. I don't know if you guys watched yesterday. I posted a video last night. And I don't know if everybody got an opportunity to watch it. But last night, another content creator had posted a video. So night before last, connection rejection. Let's just start at the beginning. And I name names. I'm not one of those content creators that beat around the bush. I'm gonna name your name. Okay? If I'm talking about you, I'm gonna say your name. So I guess a couple of days ago, Connection Rejection did a video about me where she called me a gap tooth bitch. She put that in the title of her video. So instead of, calling me by my name, instead of, okay, my husband just sent me a text message. Um, Now my husband is in the other room. He just sent me a text message. Okay, so instead of calling me by my name or instead of putting my name in the title of her video, she calls me a gap tooth bitch. That's the title of her video. Let me find it. Okay. So the title of the video is The Gap Tooth Bitch. Speak the truth or shut the F up. So she made that video. Of course, I didn't watch it. And I'm going to tell you why. If I know that a video is directed to me, I'm not like a lot of these content creators. I don't go around searching for content that other people are making about me. I don't take that shit in my spirit. Now, if I'm watching your content and you slip some shit in there about me, that's different. But I'm never going to click on a video that is specifically about me because I know you about to go in. And I don't take that. A 30-minute, how long was this video? A 35-minute video? I'm not about to sit through 35 minutes of you going in on me. I'm not about to do that, girl. I never take in that now. If it was 5 or 10 minutes, I may be able to sit through that. But 35 minutes of you going in talking about the shit about me that you don't like, and you done already put in the title that you about to start with my teeth? No, girl. I'm not gonna watch that. So I was watching another subscriber that another content creator that I just recently started watching, she had watched the video and she thought it was funny. Now, she didn't know who Connection was talking about, because she said in her video, I don't know who this gap tooth bitch is, but ha ha ha, this is so funny, and then, oh my gosh, the gap tooth bitch threatened Connection rejection. So Connection, I guess in that video, lied, said that I threatened her. I've never made not one threat to anybody on YouTube. Not one. I don't I have no reason to threaten anybody. Now, did we have words back and forth? Of course. This is YouTube. This is what people do. Well, why would I threaten you? And this is my whole problem with Connection. You're a liar. You are a bald-faced liar. I mean, one of her videos I watched where she was talking about somebody else and threw me in there and said that, oh, I apologized to Benji. I got on my channel and said how sorry I was. I never apologized to Benji. I never apologized. You can watch the video. And it's the fact that people watch her content, listen to her lives, and assume that it's the truth. That's the part that's irritating me the most. But I know that this woman is crazy. This woman has to be mentally ill, because even in her review of other people's content, she adds her own, fillers and bits and pieces and twisted stories and contours them to her mental ability. The way that her mind is twisted is how she twists other people's lives and their stories. And she's doing the same thing with me, but you're not going to do that with me. You a lie. And when I hear that you done lied on me, I'm going to come out and tell people you lying. But let's play Would You Rather. Would you rather, let's start here. Would you rather have a gap tooth, or would you rather be homeless for 10 years? Let's start there. Let's start there. Because I'm going to be gap toothed. I'm going to have a gap. That's exactly what I'm going to have. I done had it for years. I've had it since I was a little kid. Okay? I didn't have this gap. And the older I get, the bigger it gets. I've been teased and bullied about my gap since elementary school. Elementary school. And I really thought, as an adult, I used to always think, oh, when I get older, people are not going to. No. But adults are just as ignorant as children. Adults are even more. Like, I've had people talk about the gap more on social media, I think, than they did when I was in elementary school. Or junior. I didn't really get a whole lot of gap teasing in high school. It was mostly elementary school. Because after you get after a certain while, everybody knew that I had a gap. And it wasn't a big deal. But for an adult to put that in the title of her video, I legit had to have hurt you for you to put that as the title of your video. But I would rather be gap toothed than be lonely. Would you rather have a gap tooth or live your whole life by yourself? I'm just putting that out there. Would you rather have a gap tooth or live your life as a lonely, old, bitter woman? Would you rather? I'm just throwing it out there. Now, would you rather have a gap tooth or when you get sick, have to catch the bus to the hospital? Would you rather? Would you rather do that? Would you rather have a gap tooth or when you get sick, not even have the means to catch a Uber or have friends to come and take you to the hospital? Would you rather have to catch the bus? I'm just putting this out here. Would you rather? Because since you gonna lie on me, lie good. Let's make it real good. Cause I'm a Leo. You know we will claw your eyes out. You push a cat into a corner, they gonna hurt you. So let's play this game. Would you rather? Would you rather have a gap tooth or get sick and have to get on public transportation to get to the doctor? Which would you rather? I'll take the gap tooth all day. I I would take the gap tooth. I really would. Because I can get the gap tooth fixed. But I choose not to. I made a conscious choice not to get the gap tooth fixed. I can fix the gap tooth. The gap tooth can be fixed. But can your situation be fixed? I can fix the gap tooth. I can call the dentist tomorrow and set up an appointment to have the gap tooth fixed. The gap tooth can be fixed. As a matter of fact, I already talked to the dentist and they told me what they can do. I don't want to do it. It's too much work. I don't want to do it. And it can be painful. And I have a disease that if I get the gap tooth fixed, could really hurt my body. If I try to fix the gap tooth, they may have to pull the rest of these teeth. I have a disease, an autoimmune disease. So they don't want to mess with the gap tooth. I've talked to a specialist. They don't want to mess with the gap tooth. The gap tooth would require me to have a whole bone graft. So they really don't want to do it unless I really want to do it. And I don't. I don't want to do it. So what next? After you figure out the gap tooth don't bother me and the gap tooth ain't going nowhere, then what am I going to be then? A fat bitch? But you can't do that because you fat. You over 200 pounds. So you can't call me a fat bitch. You can't call me an ugly bitch. You can't do that. So what? What's next? You know I ain't no broke bitch. You know I ain't stupid, so I ain't no dumb bitch. So all you could say was that I was a gap tooth bitch. I ain't no single bitch. I got a husband. So what's left? What is left? I ain't no bitter bitch. I ain't no crazy bitch. So I just wanted to come in and clear that up. Because one thing about me, like you, I really don't care what you say, but just speak the truth. Don't lie. Don't make up something. Don't lie. In this whole, I want to take your channel. I'm trying. First, it was I was trying to take her subscribers. I don't want your subscribers. Then, when that didn't work, I'm trying to take her channel. I don't want your channel. I don't want anything that belongs to you, connection. You have absolutely nothing that I want, sweetheart. Nothing. I don't want your life. I don't want your appearance. I don't want your effect. I don't want the way you live. There's nothing about you that I want. I don't want your subscribers. I don't want your channel. I don't want any of that. I'm not trying to take anything away from you. I'm doing the same exact thing that you're doing. You just don't want anybody to do it on you. But it's okay for you to make 50-minute videos, 30-minute videos, 40-minute videos on other people. But when someone made content about you, you got upset and bent out of shape and talking about calling a lawyer and going to court. For what? For someone doing the same thing to you that you do to other people? Make that make sense. Make it make sense. You do commentary on everyone in this sector. You've done 11 dozen videos on Sin City, on Walter, on Adrian, on Be Love, on everybody. But then when someone did a video about you, your feelings got hurt. Why? But it's then okay for you to turn around and call me all kind of bitches and, lie on me. No, girl. That's not how we gonna play this game. We're not gonna play like that. We're not gonna play. Not like that. Okay? So you play your way, I play mine. If you don't like the way I play, then don't play with me. Because if you talk about me, I'm gonna talk back. And it's not going to be what you thought. What you thought? You was the queen bee of this sector. Can't nobody say nothing. No, girl. Mm-mm. If anything, I'm the queen. I'm the queen. If anybody gonna be the queen, it's gonna be me. Now, I have deemed myself the queen. Ain't gonna be no broke queen. We don't, is that your queen riding a bus? Hell no. Hell no. Our queen ain't gonna be out here on no running for the bus. Wait! Wait! No. No. The queen does not ride the bus. The queen gets chauffeured. The queen is not running for the bus, sitting on the back of the bus, having people cough on them and stuff. No. I'm the queen. And if you don't like it, I don't care. But you're not going to lie on me. We're not going to do that. You're not going to lie. Now, I don't care nothing about you lying on Cindy and Walt and Adrian, and I don't care nothing about you lying on them. Lie on them, but you ain't gonna lie on me. And I hear about it. I catch wind of it. No, that ain't gonna happen. That's definitely not. Yes, I'm the queen. If it's gonna be a queen, it's gonna be me. Now, oh, I was trying to show y'all what the wig of the day, since this other idiot in this sector was like, you bunch of shake and go wig wearing. The wig of the day is amber, and it is in the color S427, and this is by Outre, and it is a half wig. This amber. It looks a little long. Well, maybe not. I was gonna say it looks a little longer on the stock card, but no, it's not. It's long. I just had it towards the back. So this is the wig of the day. It is, if you see it in the sun, it's got a little more brown in it than I like. I don't know, child. I usually like what color is this? A T2 130. That's normally the color I like. So this is a 27, so it's a little bit lighter. It's a little bit more brown than I normally like it. But it's okay. It'll work. But this is amber. So that's the wig for today. You know, I've been watching this Irv Gotti situation they've been showing on the Shade Room. So I kind of remember back in the, I guess the 90s or early 2000s, maybe early 2000s, Irv Gotti and Ashanti was together. When Ashanti was like real, coming out. I kind of remember them being together and I kind of don't. But anyway, Irv Gotti went on a podcast and he was like spilling all of their tea. One thing I can't stand is when a man used to be in a relation, especially these celebrities, when they kiss and tell. And by kiss, I mean the whole thing and tell. Yeah, we did this, we was that. Now, their relationship was over 20 years ago. And he just went on a podcast and told everything. So people were like asking him, like, why are you talking about her like that? Like, it was so long ago. Like, you guys have not, been in a relationship for a long time. And then he dropped the bombshell that he was basically mad at her because when he went to jail, she didn't stay down for him. She left. In which I don't blame her. Because her career was just getting started. Why would you want to support a man in jail that was going to jail, that the feds were behind? And she figured he was going to end up doing some time. What is this? Why do men really think that women are obligated to stay with them while they are doing bids in jail? Why do they feel that like we're obligated to hold them down or be loyal to them while they're in jail? Where did that even come from? How does that start? And why do women do it? Do you feel like you have to do it? Because I've never done it. I've never, I've never, um, I've never been in that situation. Like I've never had a boyfriend or husband or anybody in jail. But I always wondered why women did that. And I'm gonna tell you, when um my son was in jail, Amani's dad, and I don't think he minds me um saying that he was in jail. And his Amani's mom, you know, stood by him. I'ma stand beside him. And I just often wondered why. Like he wasn't in jail for, like 10 years or nothing like that. It wasn't like their situation, it wasn't a long period of time. I could see her staying with him because it was less than a year. But when you're doing years, how do you how do you stay loyal to a person when you know that they're going to be locked up for years at a time? And why do men even expect that? Not only you're going to be loyal to me, you're not going to see anybody else while I'm in jail, but you're going to help me financially. Why? Why does a woman have to put her life on hold because you made a decision that messed up your life? I wish there were some men in the chat that could answer that question. And that young lady recently, that did you see where that young lady had that accident in Los Angeles and killed, what was it, 6 people? Yeah, I wouldn't put my, it would have to be something. What happened right there, child? What, I messed up my look now. It would have to be some. I don't know, child. I just can't see myself doing it. Now, if it was my husband and I'm looking for that report for that lady. So, okay, so she killed 5 people. A registered nurse was charged Monday with 6 counts of murder and 5 counts of gross vehicular manslaughter in connection with a fiery crash in Windsor Hills last week that killed a pregnant woman, a baby, and 3 other adults. Her name is Nicole Linton, 37, is accused of reckless disregard for life in connection with Thursday's multi-vehicle crash. The woman was behind the wheel of a Mercedes-Benz that was speeding as fast as 90 miles an hour when she ran a red light shortly after 1:30 and plowed into traffic at the busy intersection of La Brea and Slauson Avenue in LA. So she faces up to life in prison if convicted of all the charges. It says, in an instant, Miss Linton's conduct took the lives of 6 people and injured many others. And one of the people's lives that she killed was a mother, a pregnant mother, her boyfriend, and their son. They were on their way to the son ultrasound appointment. And the father of that child spoke out. And it was just sad. I mean, gosh. And it said that she had prior. So it says this woman, investigators found she has a history of dangerous crashes and knew the threat posed by her driving behavior. California Highway Patrol investigators identified 13 prior crashes involving this woman. Those incidents are the foundation for the district attorney's case that she knew the dangers. Why does she even still have a license? Because they said that there was no evidence of alcohol being used in any of her other cases. She still shouldn't have had a license, though. You done had 13 prior car accidents. How did she even... She should have had so many points on her driving record that her insurance should have been astronomical. You done had 13 car accidents? How is she even insured? In the state of... I know her insurance got to be crazy. She could have just driven off a cliff or crashed into a wall. Now she's going to see this as a sign God wanted her here still. I hope not. I hope not. But people, when stuff like this, she gonna spend the rest of her life in jail. She not getting out because they say she facing 90 years. She gonna spend the rest of her life in jail. And, in jail, people do have a tendency to find Jesus. You in jail. You can't find nothing else. So you find the Lord. And not only did that crash happen, but Anne Hesh, who used to be Ellen DeGeneres' girlfriend back in the day, she had a horrendous car accident also. So Anne Hesh had hit what looked like a storage unit area place. She hit that first. Then she sped off, going hecka fast down the street because somebody has it on their ring camera thing. Her Mini Cooper driving down the street at a very high rate of speed. And she drove right in somebody's house. She lost control of her Mini Cooper and drove right into someone's house. Like, the car went through their front yard into their house. And, of course, caught on fire. So she is now in critical condition. From the report I saw yesterday, it said she had slipped into a coma. They said she is severely burned. She was burned because the when the car went into the people's house, it caught on fire. Now I'm pretty sure that these people have lost their house because you could the not only was the house on fire, but the house, because I guess when she drove through, the side of the house like bowed out. It was really really bad. So I'm pretty sure the house is going to have to be demolished. These people have lost their house. They've lost everything. And Anne Hesh, for now, she's in a coma. So someone said that there was a GoFundMe in place, trying to help the homeowner, you know, get a place to stay or whatever. I'm pretty sure Ann Hesh got money. Hopefully, the homeowner had, homeowner's insurance or, whatever, but you still don't want to lose everything that um you have. I don't know how old. They said that the neighbor was able to run in and save the get the homeowner out and her dogs. But the house was the house looks completely totaled. So I don't know what's going on with people in these, like really bad car accidents right now. It's just like, wow. That was serious. That was serious. So the full moon will be Thursday, Thursday the 11th at 9:36 p.m. is when it reaches its fullness. And this month's full moon is the Sturgeon moon, and it is a super moon. Every time around the full moon, I always, that my energy is always the strongest. Around the full moon is a time when, you really should just like leave me alone. So it says, what is a sturgeon? This prehistoric looking fish has been traced back to 136 million years, and many people call them living fossils. Sturgeons are a very ugly fish. They have a long spine thing running down their back that I think you just pull that out and you don't have to worry about the rest of the bones. And it is a hearty, it's not a flaky fish like salmon. It's not a light, flaky fish like salmon. It's a heavier, denser fish. It's really good. It says females require around 20 years to start reproducing, and they can only reproduce every 4 years. However, they can live up to 150 years. So they are very long living fish. Today, there are about 29 species worldwide, including the lake sturgeon found in the Great Lakes. They have evolved in size from the size of a bass to monster sturgeon as big as Volkswagens. The lake sturgeon is quite rare today due to the intense overfishing in the 19th century, pollution, and damage to the habitat. So that's where we are. We are having a sturgeon supermoon this August. So get ready. Sturgeon is a good fish, though. So this is some of the moon folklore for the sturgeon moon. It says clothes washed for the first time in this full moon will not last long. So don't wash your clothes right before this full moon. If you glimpse the new moon over your right shoulder, you will have good luck. To have a project prosper, start it during the new moon. Babies born a day after the full moon enjoy success and endurance. A lot of indigenous cultures have, put a lot of beliefs in the different phases of the moon, especially Native Americans and also people who, practice any type of traditional religion. Christianity is one of the, religions that don't have as much, how do I want to say it? Like traditional beliefs. Because a lot of that stuff that they used to do, the burning of incense, the bringing of fruits and all of that stuff was left in the Old Testament. When Jesus died, we didn't have to do all of that kind of stuff anymore. So a lot of those traditions in Christianity were, done away with after the death of Christ. But, a lot of the other more traditional religions kept up with the moon phases and the beliefs in the moon and stuff. So if that's what you are into or you're interested in that, then the full moon is coming. And do you notice a difference in the moon phases? Do you, notice a difference in your moods when the moon changes? You have to notice a difference in your cycle. When you have your cycle, you have your different mood swings and stuff. When women go through menopause, they're, going through the different mood swings and phases. The body is constantly changing. Your brain is constantly changing. Your body is constantly changing. Like right now, I am exercising every day. I'm getting up. I'm walking every day. I've stopped drinking sodas, which, God, dog. Whew, that is a hard habit to kick. But if I don't buy them, if I don't bring them in the house, then I can't drink them. So I'm not drinking sodas. I've been only drinking water and my bubbly, and I will have one coffee a day. I have my Starbucks caramel macchiato that I just buy from the store and put my own ice and caramel drizzle on there. Or I could put it in the blender and make my own frappuccino. But I don't like diet soda. So That's never been a thing for me. Like, I don't like the way diet soda tastes, so I won't drink that. I, have been drinking a Sprite almost every day. And I have been telling myself, oh, I'm just going to drink one. I'm just going to do one. But I'm not doing any. I've just been drinking water and bubbly and going for my walk every morning. So I'm trying to push myself to walk twice a day. I got my Fitbit and forgot to put it on this morning when I went for my walk, but I already have an idea of what the how many steps my walk is. And so I do want to um increase it because my morning walk is only 2,000 steps. So I got to increase that to at least a mile in the morning. It's hard on mine too. I have fibromyalgia also. It's very hard. I have fibromyalgia and psoriatic arthritis. But if I don't do something, I'm really starting to stiff up. So I have to do something. And I have started to gain weight. So I have to get out there. I also have fibromyalgia. I have fibromyalgia and psoriatic arthritis. So yeah, I have them both. Well, they actually diagnosed me with fibromyalgia when I didn't test positive. I hadn't tested positive for arthritis. And my arthritis thing never would test positive. So they were like, okay, well, it's fibromyalgia. So then it finally did test positive for um, arthritis because the majority of women on my mother's side of the family have rheumatoid arthritis. My mother had rheumatoid arthritis. My grandmother had rheumatoid arthritis. I did not test positive for rheumatoid arthritis. I tested positive for psoriatic arthritis. And I've had psoriasis. At first, they thought that it was eczema growing up. When I was a little kid, they thought it was eczema. Okay, so when I got a little bit older, they were like, nah, this is psoriasis. And we dealt with it. It was mostly on my scalp, um, just a few places on my body, but mostly my hairline and my scalp. So, I go the rest of my life thinking, okay, well, I just have some, the topical form of psoriasis. I didn't even know that there was a such thing as psoriatic arthritis. I had no clue um, until a couple of years ago. They had been testing me for arthritis, I think, since I was in my early 40s. I think is when they started. Then was testing negative, testing negative. No, it must have been in my 30s. Because I finally tested positive in my 40s. And it was for psoriatic arthritis. And the doctor was like, yeah, okay, so if you've had psoriasis for that long, it does make sense. So, yeah, I have both. I have both of those, unfortunately. Yeah, thank goodness I did not test positive for lupus. And I've been tested um, a few times. And it was always negative for lupus. But, and it was negative for RA, but it was positive for psoriatic. And my mother had, my mom and my grandmother had rheumatoid arthritis in their hands really bad to where the you know how the joint starts to um deform, basically, where these two joints start to bulge up, and it makes these two joints look so much smaller. That's how my mother's hands and my grandmother's. And I was really thinking, like, I'm about to be just like that. Now, my hands do give me a lot of problems if I crochet too much. That's why I don't crochet as much as I really want to, because if I do, I have a lot of pain, especially in my thumb. My thumb and my wrist. I have what they call trigger finger, and I've had to have uh, a couple of steroid shots because one time my thumb locked. I mean, it would not move. It was locked in position to the point where I had to go to the hospital and they had to give me a steroid shot to release it. That joint had locked up and it would not move. I I didn't know what it was. I was scared to death because I was like, my thumb is gonna be like this for the rest of it. And the doctor was like, no, that it's called trigger finger, where the joint has locked, and we're gonna give you a steroid to um, unlock it. And they gave me the steroid shot, and it took like a couple of hours after the steroid shot for it to release. And because they shoot you in the joint, they freeze the joint. They spray this stuff on there to freeze the joint, and then that needle has to go in the joint, and it was painful. Even with them, putting that freezing, numbing stuff on there, it still hurt. So I've had that happen twice. I've had two shots, and they say they don't like to, give you too many shots because they can blow the joint with all of those steroids. So they were like, if it keeps happening, they want to go in and operate on there and literally fix the tendon so it will stop doing that. And I'm like, I don't want that, because I saw what the incision and recovery and all of that stuff looked like the doctor showed me pictures, and I was like, nah, we ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna just like not do stuff to aggravate it. So once my wrist starts to hurt or it starts to feel any way funny, if I'm crocheting, I stop. I have a brace that I wear on my hand, which isolates the thumb and gives this area a chance to rest, so you're not actually using the thumb, because the brace isolates the thumb. It goes around here, then the rest of your hand, so you're able to use the rest of your fingers, but your thumb is in kind of like in a resting position. So I will wear that, and I just won't crochet and rest until it kind of feels better, because I don't want to have no surgery. I mean, there are things that I'm just not going to fix. Like, I'm not going to fix my teeth because they bother other people. Because I don't care about people that much. Not to fix. Not to fix something that bothers you. Now, I'm not losing weight for other people. I'm losing weight for me. This is for me. I don't care about the people that call me fat. I've been fat. I'm losing weight because it's bothering me. Okay? Not other people. Me. I don't want to get any bigger. Because damn what other people think. I'm not living my life to please anybody. I don't care. But don't lie on me. Now that I do care about. Don't lie on me. If you don't like me, just say why you don't like me. Just say that shit. Don't lie. Hey Naya. So yeah, I be getting the tingles too. All of that stuff. And you know, when I'm having those feelings, sometimes I feel like, okay, I've done too much. I've crochet too much, or sometimes I do art projects, or beading. When you're beading, you're picking up, it's the repetitive motion of picking up beads, and doing this motion a lot can be a triggering to that joint. And so I just won't do, I'll just stop and rest. And ice. I have ice packs that I keep in the freezer when I'm having those issues. I go and put those ice packs on and stuff after. This is the wig of the day, Naya. This is Amber. Amber is in the color S427. This is the wig of the day. I am going to, when I have if I can remember, when I have a wig, I'm going to let you guys know what the wig is. This is actually a different wig than the one I had on yesterday. I should have told you guys what the one was yesterday too. I heard Michael Strahan was going to get his teeth fixed in front and backed out, or got it redone or something, because his family said it wasn't him. I love his smile. Just, I think that was a joke. I think he did that on April Fools, because it was on his Facebook page, and he was like, "Oh, I'm finally, gonna get it fixed or something." It was a joke. He said he is never getting his teeth fixed. That's his thing. Like, he wouldn't even be Michael Strahan without his gap. And my gap has gotten bigger because I lost some other teeth on the side. So when you lose teeth in your mouth, your teeth start to shift. And so, yeah, my gap has gotten bigger. Now, I can afford to have a partial. I could get a partial if I wanted to. I don't want it. That's what people don't understand. Like, for one, get out of my mouth. Why does my mouth bother you? Like, I have dental insurance. I could get a partial. I could get implants. I could do whatever. I have the money. I'm doubly insured. My husband has dental insurance, and so do I, for my retirement. I don't want to. I don't want to. I don't want it. I don't want it. I'm going to be 58 years old next week. Yeah, next week. I don't want to get my teeth fixed. That's not on my to-do list. I don't want it. I can have it done. I just earlier this year went and got what is it called? Bonding done on my two front teeth. I could have had him close the gap then. I didn't want it. talk to the specialists. I don't want it. And no one is going to make me do it. Nobody. I don't care how many gap tooth bitches people call me. I'm not going to get it fixed. That's that. It's cute to me too. Everybody in my family has gotten used to it. Everybody. I think if I get it fixed, my grandkids will probably be looking at me like, what Granny do to her mouth? This is it. I'm not getting it fixed. I'll be 58 next week. Thank you, Lord. 58 with a 34, 33, and 35-year-old. No. 33 and 34-year-old. He will be 35 in October. Yepers. And then, what's the grandkids? 15, 15, 13, 11, 8, 7, 6, and 4 months. I think that's all of them. I think that's it. I think I got it right. If not, I'm close. I'm close. And I know the baby is 4 months. She just got here, the last one. So, yeah. All of my thumbnails are going to be like, from now on, since I know that my teeth irritate people, that's going to be my thumbnail. Hashtag gap tooth bitch. You gap tooth bitch. Oh my gosh, connection, girl, you funny to me. You are funny. You a funny soul. And me and you, girl, we friends now. We gonna be best friends. We sure are. Cause I'm the type of person, you call my name and I'm definitely gonna show up, especially if you lying on me. Now, if you telling the truth, that's different. But when you get to lying on me, girl, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna be like, girl, you lying. You lying, girl. You lying. I got to stop that. You can't lie. Now, it's okay to talk, but don't lie. Do not lie. So, that's it, y'all. Girl, okay, it's right in the middle. That's what makes it cute. Crazy heifers. All right, y'all, I'm gone. I need to give Gizmo a bath. I need to take all the stuff and give him a bath because he's smelling, and I'm whispering because I don't want him to hear. Because, honey, Gizmo have a heart attack when he know he finna have a bath. he legit goes into panic mode. So I need to get the stuff together and give him a bath. Because I've been putting it off for the longest. And he needs it. Because he's starting to smell like a dog. And that's the last thing you want, is to have a dog in the house and he smell like a dog. So we got to give Bruh Man a bath. So I will see you guys later. I love you. And thank you for being here. Phoenix didn't make it today, huh? Phoenix must have been at work. I love you guys. And I'll probably do another regular video later. Normal upload. So be looking out. I do try to do 2 videos a day. If I do a live video, I try to do another regular video later on in the evening, because sometimes these lives get demonetized. YouTube be on some bullshit and they will demonetize the lives, especially if I say like a cuss word or something in it. So the video will get demonetized. But normally if I do like a regular upload, then that video would be okay. So look out for like a regular video later on in the evening, because I know that the notifications suck. YouTube be out here hating on everybody. So just look out for another video later on, and I will try to share. Remember, if I remember, I'll share it on the community tab. And for people that are members of the channel, be looking out, because I'm going to put the reading of the week. I probably should have did that Monday, but I didn't. So if you're a member of the channel, be looking out. I'm going to put the reading of the week up on the community board for members only. Okay, I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here, and look out for that. I'm about to post it as soon as I feed Gizmo. So give me about an hour, it should be up. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.